Valve has used its new, off-topic, review bombing countermeasure for the first time to disregard the swath of negative Borderlands users' reviews left on Steam. Last week, those dismayed by 2K's decision to make Borderlands 3 a 6-month Epic Games Store exclusive began posting negative user reviews of past Borderlands games on Steam, leaving Borderlands 2, and the pre-sequel with recent ratings of mixed, or mostly negative. It was the first real test for Valve since it pledged to crush Steam review bombing by implementing a new, off-topic, review system that would identify and disregard disingenuous feedback, helping preserve the original scores of affected games. Although it took a while for the company to act, Valve has now marked user reviews for all 3 games posted between April 3rd and April 8th as off-topic for being largely unrelated to the likelihood that you would enjoy the product. Although users can still see those off-topic reviews, if they go digging, they will no longer affect each title's overall and recent ratings. You can see the system in action by checking out the 2 pictures below. The first shows Borderlands, the pre-sequel's user rating as of April 4th, before the off-topic fix was implemented, and the second is how it looks today post-fix. If history had taken a different turn some 16 years ago, an entire generation of ragamuffins might be grown up playing Diablo on their Game Boys. Use it way before smartphones ruled the world. One Blizzard North programmer, called Jonathan Morin, began to wonder what the franchise might look like on the small screen. Speaking to Variety for a recent feature, Morin revealed, not curious about the idea, after spying a Game Boy dev kit in a studio corridor. After mulling it over, he eventually began working on a secret Pokemon-inspired prototype he called Diablo Jr. Pokemon was really big at the time, he recalled. We thought we might do something similar where you could fight these monsters and get this whole different genre, age group. Because Diablo was for adults, that was the genesis of it. After around 6 months of covert development, he eventually got a demo running on the original Game Boy, and had enough in place to show a character walking around the world. In terms of the gameplay, Morin's small team were debating whether to try and preserve the series' signature hack and slash elements, or follow in Pokemon's footsteps, and take a turn-based approach. Unfortunately though, they never got any further than that. Managerial changes and new owners killed the project before it did even begun to truly take shape. But with the launch of Diablo Immortal, the franchise's smartphone debut imminent, Morin believes was probably ahead of the curve. Those interested in learning more about Diablo Jr. should head on over to Variety for the full story. The Gamasutra Job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: Pasadena, California. Industrial toys. Creators of Midnight Star and Midnight Star, Renegade, is ramping up to start its next adventure, and looking for new team members to help make it the best yet. Building on hard-won knowledge, as an indie studio, we have joined forces with a to realize our vision of what it means to be mobile to the core. If you are interested in creating innovative experiences that will reach mobile players around the world, join up today. We are seeking a talented server engineer who is passionate about making great games in a fast-paced environment. You will collaborate with design and engineering peers to create new features, systems, and technology for our game. Our high-performing, dynamic team is committed to developing our game with a player-first perspective. The ideal candidate has mobile experience and a proven track record, developing scalable systems for live services. With a new, large-scale mobile game, we are pushing the boundaries on every front, so you will get a chance to learn while you contribute. Responsibilities. Qualifications. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra Job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. The Gamasutra Job board is the most diverse, active and established board of its kind for the video game industry. Here is just one of the many positions being advertised right now. Location: Chicago, Illinois. Phosphor Studios is seeking an experienced 2E artist to join our team. We are looking for people who are smart, self-motivated, and passionate about amazing games and interactive experiences. The 2E artist gathers requirements, designs and works with a variety of team members to realize high-quality user interfaces. This individual will play a key role in designing the UX experience, establishing cohesive style guides, and extending a title's look and feel across multiple platforms. Our main studio is located in Chicago, in the heart of Fulton Market, and close to many great shops and restaurants. We have a great benefits package, flexible work schedule, and all this in a very livable and cool city. Responsibilities. The ideal candidate. Proficient with. It is a big plus if you. Phosphor Games is committed to achieving a diverse workforce through application of its equal opportunity and non-discrimination policy. People from all walks of life, irrespective of race, color, religion, sex, gender, sexual orientation, national origin, ancestry, age, marital status, and disability are encouraged to apply. Interested? Apply now. Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra Job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Looking for a new job? Get started here. Are you a recruiter looking for talent? Post jobs here. Both revenue and bookings are on the rise at Zynga, so much so that the company sets mobile Sentinel quarterly records in each. For the fourth quarter of the company's 2018 fiscal year, mobile games brought in $228 million in revenue. 92% of Zynga's total revenue for the quarter and a 12% increase over last year. The quarter also brought record mobile user pay of $158 million, up 8% from last year, and record mobile advertising revenue of $69 million, a 23% increase. As well, as a whole, Zynga saw $249 million in revenue for the final quarter of its fiscal year, an increase of 7% year-over-year. Zynga leadership notes that, with this better-than-expected growth, Zynga's turnaround is now complete, and that leaves the company well-positioned for significant growth in 2019 and beyond. Up until just a couple years ago, a profitable quarter was a rare thing for Zynga. Now, to keep this positive momentum going, Zynga plans to move forward with a focus on live game-driven player engagement and growth through new games, international markets, and emerging technologies. The company cites record performance of its Words with Friends, Merge Dragons, and cites are two titles as driving factors behind this quarter's strong results. While Zynga Poker did not do quite as well for the company as years past, Zynga notes that the launch of Wonka's World of Candy helped to offset that softness, at least partially. For the entire fiscal year, ending December 31st,
2018
Zynga saw $908 million in revenue, a 5% increase year-over-year. Bookings, meanwhile, rose 40% year-over-year to $970 million. Mobile alone was responsible for $816 million of that revenue, up 10%, and $883 million of those bookings, up 19%. Tencent has announced a handful of rules for streamers playing Tencent games, a move that aims to keep the company on the right side. Chinese regulations that recently went into effect